What it do, what it do, what it do, beautiful people. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to Astute Queen Bee's Thoughts. I'm Astute Queen Bee, and this is my channel. Hey, Miss Bugs.
Welcome all to the Queendom. We are the Royal Gladiators over here because we never give up and we never give in. God dang it, this phone is annoying. Hold on for a second, y'all.
My bad, my bad, my bad. I hate when my phone ring. I'm gonna put this bastard on Do Not Disturb because I don't like it. Him down. So that's not cool. Okay, that should be right now. Can you hear me clearly, sis? Because I hate when somebody call my phone. It messes up my volume and it takes it down low. Because I don't hear nothing. Where'd it go? I wonder. There it go. I just don't like the silence. The silence drives me crazy. Okay. So as I was saying, welcome to Astute Queen Bee's Thoughts. I'm Astute Queen Bee, and this is my channel. We are considered the Royal Gladiators over here. Because we never give up, we never give in. Because we know God got our back no matter what we do. I know y'all are tripping off this background, but I saw this picture and I was like, oh my God, I love it. I love crazy things. I don't like the simple things. I like crazy stuff. Thanks, sis, because I stole it. Like I said, I don't if it's not something I created myself, I will tell y'all I didn't create that myself. That's something I would try to create, but I gotta practice some more, and I haven't been practicing. But thanks, I loved it too, because I show snatched it as soon as I saw it. I was like, oh, this is funky. And it's a little creepy, but I like it. But I wanted to talk about, I'm gonna put it on my TV because I don't watch Love and Marriage Huntsville about 50,000 times, y'all. I want to talk about it, but I'm like, y'all getting on my nerves. Like for real, for real. Okay. Let me get on down to it. Let me turn this volume down first so it don't start playing while I'm listening to it, while I'm watching it. Because I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it at the same time I'm telling y'all. Because to me, it's crazy. The show was just bananas to me. And I usually say, please hit the like button when you come in. But when you get halfway through and you have enjoyed my content, then you can hit the like button. I ask that y'all hit the like button because some people that have you hitting the like button, and by the time you get halfway through it, you don't even like this. You don't even like what was said. So I decided to make it my business to ask people to hit that like button after they came in, relax for a little bit, and sat and talked. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. That's how I feel. Because I'm in a decent headspace. That's exactly what I said. Exotic. And it's black and white. I would have threw, because see, I'm a weirdo. I would have threw some purple in there. Because I love purple. I'd either threw some purple in there, some magenta in there, or some green in it. It'd have been red, probably end up being red, black, and green. But I love it. And I hope people like it. I had a live set earlier, which was this one. I don't know what happened to it because I had recorded it and everything. And it only saved the beginning part of my I was like, what the hell? I said, oh, we got to do this over. I don't like the way this look. This look crazy. It looks absolutely crazy. I saved it, but I'm like, what am I gonna do that for? What am I gonna do that for? I really ain't getting ready to do it. But let me get on down to it and talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. And we're gonna talk about other things too. But I just want to get my personal thoughts out on Love and Marriage Huntsville. The last episode, which is what episode is this? It is episode 29. Now, I love, love, love. Y'all know we all love Queen Melody Shuey Rogers. I'm aggravated at this trip because Nell and Chris Fletcher know better. Mel told them, Melody Cherie Rogers told them, don't hook her up with Martell. What do? They hook her and have her working with Martell, which is foul and disrespectful. Now, they cooked all that food. That food looked good. I'm still tripping off of Stormy and Courtney popping up with their son. I said they popped up with that son because they really didn't want to be there. That's my personal opinion and my thoughts on it. I don't think they really wanted to be there. I really don't think they wanted to be there. I think they came just to come, to say that they came. And also because you get paid by showing up to the functions that they had. I like Stormy and Courtney a little bit. I like Courtney really, but Stormy, she flip floppy too much. And my issue with Stormy is, but it's not even the issue with Stormy. It's really the issue to me. This is my personal opinion. I think the way they edited her confessionals, they made it look crazy. And I say that because if you watch the last episode, episode 28 and 29, Stormy had on a beige like dress looking outfit. Then they switched her over and she switched over to the zebra print. Now, when she was in a off white or beige or whatever color it was, she was all right. She was in a decent mood. She wasn't bugging out. She wasn't cussing Tisha out. None of that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I said if it was mine, I mess with it, but I'm not touching it because I like the way it looks. Um, but people was like, why did Stormy switch up so fast? Like, see how fake she is? She don't know what she doing. No, Stormy changed because the situation with her and Tissue changed. Tissue act like she didn't give a damn about her. Now, first of all, we all know Tisha ain't got no assistant. She ain't got nobody covering nothing. She do everything herself. So we all know for a fact that she allegedly, in my opinion. So they don't say, "Ooh, she's saying she did that for sure." That's my thought. I believe she copied everything from Stormy's website and just threw it on her page, but she never read through it to make sure. And she trying to blame it on somebody else. Girl, you know you did that shit yourself. You did it yourself, and everybody else knows it. And you didn't show Stormy enough respect because, again, like I said, in my personal opinion, I believe Stormy gave her the rest of the products that she could not sell and let Tisha use that as her daughter's stuff. Because y'all ain't heard nothing else about her daughter's products. You ain't seen nothing else about them. You ain't seen it online. They ain't talked about it no more on the show. Why? Because it wasn't her damn products. That's why. That's what I say. It wasn't her products. And she seemed to not care that people was looking at it sideways like that's Stormy information. Why is it in your stuff? Just asking. That made sense to me. So when Stormy went off when she had that zebra print outfit on, she went off because she got tired of Tisha playing in her face, and I think it finally clicked for her. Like this girl playing around, like she really ain't who she say she is. So that's why I believe Stormy went ham on them because it was two different sections of when they did that when they had her do her confessionals. Now, this episode 29, Mel is there, Nell and Chris Fletcher are there, Tishu and Bottom Row is there, Kimmy and Mayonnaise is there, um, and Kiki comes. My thing with Kiki I like Kiki. And it's crazy because I think Kiki's an Aquarius, and we don't do phony, sneaky shit like that. So that kind of aggravated me. But if they invited her to come to that trip, then she should have been there. Now, I don't give Marceau no credit for not another damn thing that he has ever done, because everything he has done has been foul. But I will give him mad credit for standing up for Queen Melody Cherie Rogers at that dinner table when they kept trying to put her and Martell together. They're not together, stupid ass people. They are not together, and they're never going to be together again. So I need y'all to let that go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Mel's last name is Rogers. Hotel last name is Holt. That boy don't know what a man is. And that's partially his mama fault. And whoever else helped raise them. Because I think the mama didn't even raise them properly. If she was the one that raised them. But that's a big problem. Um, Also, I enjoyed they cooked all that food. That food looked good. They had me hungry. Um, I like that they picked out their room and they let Mel pick out her own pick out her room. Um, Child, his mom. I don't know. I feel bad to say it, but I think his mama was drinking when she was pregnant with him because Martell is slow. We already know his side piece, the forever side piece, is slow, but I think he's slow because he don't be knowing certain things. Certain stuff really be getting in me. But anyway, they were at that table having dinner, and it was a nice little dinner. And they was having nice little conversations and all that. And Marceau, of all people, stood up for Mel and said, we're not doing that. That's Martell Holt over there. That's Military Rogers over there. And she said, thank you. Everybody else should respect that and stop playing these games in their face. Now, y'all keep playing. I keep saying, y'all keep playing in Mel's face. Mel gonna say the hell with this show and go on about her business and go on her own network and do her thing. And when she do that, I'm gone. If they bring back Wanda, Destiny, any of them, I'm not watching the show no more. Now, I saw that they went to bed and people, I guess I'm a different type of individual. I don't know if it's my age because I've been watching a couple of content creators that I watch on a regular, and they were talking about they don't understand why it was disrespectful for Martell to bring a woman in that house when Melody was in that house. That shit was disrespectful as hell. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if they're not married. I don't care if they're not together no more. But the fact that you brought some strange woman into this house where Melody is in a room somewhere so you can get your little thing off while you got a house full of people and then walk her out with the walk of shame. That's foul to me. That's disrespectful to me. And that girl, whoever she was, should feel disrespected because that wasn't cute at all. I don't care if Mel was in a whole different section of the house. They said originally Mel was in that home. And I believe she was in that home when Martell brought that girl in that house. I think Mel left and got her a hotel room after some shenanigans that shenanigans Martell pulled and something else he might have done. That's my personal opinion on the show. I don't think Mel just said, you know what, I'm not doing this and bounce. No, like she told him, he was acting stupid and he was being an asshole. Let's see. What I don't understand is if Mel and Martell are divorced, why do they go to these events? It's triggering and it looks so scripted. Sis, I'm sorry, but I told you this is a big soap opera. No, I'm gonna explain to you why it is that way. The reason why those people, regardless of who they are, the only person that didn't care before was Martell. But when they have a function, any type of big like vacation, a party, or anything like that, and it's being filmed, they have to come, whether they want to or not. They could sit in a corner by themselves if they choose to, but that's the only way they get paid. So if they don't show up to those events, they don't get paid. Exactly. These people are getting paid and fans are in their feelings. I'm only in my feelings because I believe it's disrespectful how they talk to Mel, how the men treat the women. That's my biggest issue. Like I have an issue with mayonnaise Maurice treating Kimmy like she's a hump mat, and she don't see nothing wrong with that because that's all he talk about is sleeping with her and wonder why her family is mad. Now the fart the part about it being a soap opera, I understand where you're coming from. See, but the difference is Tisha, Maurice, Marceau, Kimmy are all acting. They don't have anything going for themselves. So those are the ones that are acting. If you looking at the only thing that's real on that show is Melody Cherie Rogers and the Fletchers and a little bit of Stormy's life and a little bit of Kiki life. But the rest of that stuff is fake. They made it up as they went along. Because if you go back to the beginning of the season of the year when they first started filming, and the guys made a pact that they would not talk about any infidelities. They made that pact then. From season 1, they made that pact. But when Mel found out about Martell's cheating, she bought it up and she blew all of them out of the water. So they're mad at her. But I'm like, yo, all of them knew that he cheated on that woman. Girl, it's so many people doxing and arguing over this shit. And I'm like, for what? It's not your life. Why y'all fighting over somebody else's life? I will argue somebody down when I see somebody doing wrong to somebody. But I'm not trying to fight for them people because they ain't paying me. Like I tell people, mind the business that pays you. No, that wasn't fake. That was not fake. Martell did that. Martell did that just like he wore his wedding ring to be funny and put that shit in Mel's face for people to ask them questions. See, she didn't want it to be a Martell and Melody thing, but he tried to make it a Martell and Melody thing because he's mad that she changed her last name back to her original name. But Martell is being disrespectful on purpose. He took that woman and humped that woman in that room because if I remember correctly, when they showed a clip when this part of the season started, somebody said they heard somebody having sex in a room. That's when they had complained. They said it was Martell. So Martell taking that girl in there, that was not fake. Martell don't care. Martell is disrespectful, hella disrespectful. Like I tell people, if you never watch, if people are just watching the show from this area, I need them to go back and watch from season 1, episode 1. Because that shit is real. Martell is disrespectful. That's why Mel has a restraining order. They had a restraining order. She had a restraining order on him for the longest. He's not. That's why she don't want to be in a house with him. She don't want to be connected to him. She don't want to have anything really to do with him because she knows Martell is playing games and he's lying to the people. That's what he's doing. He's lying. He makes it seem like, oh, they cool when they're out and about, but she act funny on the show. No, stop lying. You know that lady don't talk to you. And that's one of the reasons why I believe when Mel made a mistake and went live and that phone was in her pocket, I think that was a strategic move to let people know. See, y'all keep listening to this dummy. I don't mess with him. He come over here messing with me. I don't sit and talk to him. He came over here messing with me. Even Sugar Mama told him to get away from her mama. Okay. So they are the fake and frauds out of there because they don't have no they're being sued left and right all over the place. Mel ain't being sued. The Fletchers ain't being sued. And I don't understand even how Chris can even allow Martell to remain a friend when he made him lose 2 homes that he was selling. 2. He missed out on that money for 2 homes because Martell wouldn't leave it. That's not a friend. That's a user. That's what Martell is. And Martell is a user and an abuser. And Kimmy and Maurice. Let me get on to these 2 fools because they make my head hurt. Kimmy told Maurice that he owes her mother and him an apology because all he talked about was sex. But lady, you knew he was doing that anyway. You knew that. He been doing it. since the beginning of season 6. All he talk about is how much sex he want and what he can't get. Yeah, I said he's supposed to be with Ariana because he's trifling. She's slow. He's slow. Let me see. He's supposed to be with Ariane. I wasn't watching from the beginning. Sued. Are you kidding me? Queen, that's crazy. Um, he ain't with Ariane. He's never gonna be with Ariane. He doesn't want to be with Ariane. She is just his baby mama. He uses Ariane to get on Melody's nerves because season 1, sis, I'm telling you, go back and watch from season 1 and you will see all this stuff, the grimy stuff Martell has done. You'll even see the grimy stuff that the Scots have pulled, and you'll see why people are so mad. Because the people that are really, really angry are the people that have been watching the show since episode 1, season 1. And I'm one of those people. Martell, Marceau, excuse me. Marceau is being, well, it's really Tisha, because Tisha, that's another thing I don't get. How you supposed to, Tisha say she owned 85% of her company, right? Why is it that Marceau is in court and she's not? They're being sued for $5.5 million from one place. They're also being sued from other places because they didn't return equipment that they borrowed. They never finished a project. They're being sued because a company had to go back in and redo the work that they did because it was shitty work. See, that scope used to belong to Melody and Martell. It didn't belong to the Scots. But what they did was to get Martell, I mean Maurice. No, not Maurice, excuse me. All these M names give me a headache. Marcel lost his job at the movie theater. He used to sell popcorn girl. He used to be a ticket taker and a popcorn maker at the movie theater before the show even began. Tisha worked somewhere, but she mostly stayed home. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you watch it from the beginning, you'll get it. That's why I tell people go. I don't care if you take your time to watch it. Go watch it from the beginning, season 1, because that's when they was at that dinner table and everybody already knew that Martell cheated on Mel, and Mel brought that thing up and it pissed everybody off because they was trying to keep that under wraps. But Mel was like, y'all not gonna sit here and play in my damn face and act like I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. She actually gave Martell 5 years to get his shit together, to be with his family and do what he's supposed to do. But Martell couldn't do that because he's a bitch ass ninja. That's what he is. Melody also tells about in the season, I think it's season 1, how Martell had back surgery and his phone went off. But his phone was downstairs with him. Martell had a second phone for Ariane to call on. He was he was crawling up the steps trying to get to that phone before Mel got to it. This is season one, when she told him he should have kept his pecker in his pants and stopped doing the stuff that he was doing. Also, she let it be known that Ariane called the phone one day and said, let me speak to Martell. Put Martell on the phone. Like that was her man or something. Also, we never saw it live on the show, but Melody told it about it in her live about how she had to pull up on Ariane once before because she was going to beat the brakes off of her then. But when Mel, also Martell trifling ass, he had Melody and Coleslaw pregnant at the same time a couple of times, but he made her get rid of those babies. He made Ariane get rid of those babies. So he did a lot of dirt to Mel, and the cast knew that. They knew he cheated. Marceau, Maurice, and them helped him give that Coleslaw money, let her drive vehicles, a whole lot of shit. They took part in a lot of that mess. Yes, he was even stepping out. That's the last baby that he had. Ariane was pregnant 3 other times by Martell. Because if she would have never got rid of them kids, she would have the same amount of kids that Mel has right now. No bull. But he made her get rid of them. But the last one, she was like she wasn't getting rid of it. So if she would have got rid of it, Mel might he could have probably tried to pretend like he did everything what he was supposed to do and all that, but he didn't. And Mel told him, "Don't bring no babies and no STDs and nothing into my home." What did he do? He got Ariane pregnant. So that's why it's a mess. That's why a lot of people that watch the show are so ingrained into the show because we have seen the things that they have done to her. We have seen it. Like he before this year when Martell went live with that girl twice. He has never went live. He never talks dirty about that girl, but that girl done told all his business on Instagram about how he likes it in the booty, how he licks her from the front to the back. She told all his sexual business online to everybody. Now you tell me that's not sick. That ain't nobody's business what he did behind closed doors. But you trying to hurt Mel. And I'm like, Melody don't even care anymore. Y'all are still trying to push this narrative that she cares. She don't care. She's not beat. She's happy to be away from Martell. She's living her best life. Her kids are happy. She's prospering. Her business is booming. And she don't have to share none of that with Martell. See, Martell is a trifling piece of shit because he also, when they went for when she filed for divorce, and she said she didn't want child support from him. She didn't want no spousal support from him. She didn't want nothing because they were splitting the kids 50-50. But Martell thought he was going to be slick. Thought he was going to be slick and asked that judge to let him get some of that money that Sugar Mama make off of her line. You tell me that's a good father. But the judge and Melanie was like, no, no, no. That is underneath my 7th Avenue. That has nothing to do with Martell, and he can't have none of that. And the judge didn't get. Then he tried to get Melody to pay for his lawyer fees. Why would she pay for your lawyer fees? You piece of crap. Why would she do that? You took her to court, bruh. She didn't take you to court. Martell is a piece of shit. But Martell is also a ticking time bomb because he couldn't stand it when she divorced him. He still kept calling her Melody Holt. Her name has been Melody Sharif for over a year. I can't wait till she's able to change it on Instagram, Twitter, anywhere she got Holt at the end of her name. I hope she's able to get rid of it. Just like Kimmy tried to be slick and tell me some more. It's a black thing. Teachers ask your kids, do you have the same name as your mother? Teachers don't ask them damn questions, Kimmy. That's some ignorant shit you may have asked. But schools don't ask, is your name different than your mama's? And most of the time they know your mama. Okay? So they know what your mama name is. They know what your last name is. But I'm back to this stupid episode. Like I said, Stormy and Courtney show up. I still think Courtney is cute. He a big old dude. I like a big dude with some meat on his bones and that gonna hold it down. I like that. People still mad at still mad at Stormy for calling Marceau a bitch. I'm not mad at her, and the reason why I'm not mad at her because that's what Martell acts like. He don't act like a grown man. He act like a bitch. So I would have called him one too. But the fact that he also tried to be slick and kept saying in her culture. He knew what she meant in her culture. He didn't have to keep saying it like that, trying to be antagonizing. That was disrespectful as hell. But that's Marie. That's Marceau. Also, the little exercise that Kimmy and them did, I thought was great. Hopefully, it will make Maurice. Yeah, Marceau's a pain in the ass. I can't stand Marceau. But Maurice and Kimmy, I hope that he opens his eyes and realize that that show is not all of what it's cracked up to be. And I say that because, bruh, is you willing to lose your wife because you want to play and talk about her sex life? Really, Maurice? That's not how that go. But Marceau the one like he don't got no teeth at the top. That's Tisha's husband. We all know he has cheated on Tisha. That's why I believe My personal opinion, I believe that's why he had a vasectomy, because he didn't want to get caught out there like Martell did. Because whose husband, y'all tell me, who husband would go get a vasectomy without even telling their wife? And why did Maurice get a vasectomy too? You still young enough to have kids, even if him and Kimmy get divorced. You could still have other kids. But I said they all did that. They made that pact. Let's go get this thing done. So if we get caught out there, ain't no babies out there. That's what I believe they did it for. Sorry, y'all. My throat is so dry. Yeah. The names give me a headache. It's Marceau, Maurice, Martell. Wait, Maurice, Marceau, Martell, Melody. And then Melody and Martell kids all have M names too. That's why I'm glad she started calling them Sugar Mama and Boss Baby and all that. Because I was like, I don't want to mess up them babies' names. I love it. I think they're the cutest little babies. They're all not baby babies, but I love them. But Marceau, which is Tisha's husband, that man went to Africa without her. Who goes on an international trip without their wife and kids? That's why I laughed when Courtney said, Marceau was like, you want me to take the baby? Courtney was like, hell no. You don't even watch your own kids. And he didn't lie, because Marceau don't watch his own kids. He called them Tisha kids. He don't even say they his kids. He called them Tisha kids. And I'm like, how the hell they only Tisha kids? You helped her make them. So what's the problem? You helped her make them kids. You helped her make them kids. So they're your kids too. But he's so pathetic, and he doesn't interact with his children so much. He didn't even know one of his kids was allergic to peanuts. And he was getting ready to get him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. See, I have a problem with men that don't know what their kids like. Hold on for one little second. Oh, God. Wait a minute. All right, I'm back. My bad. Had to answer my door. But I was talking about Maurice. No, Marceau. Marceau went to Africa by himself, y'all. I don't understand that. How can you go to a foreign country, to another country, and not take your wife and kids on a vacation? But he said his phone wasn't working, but his phone was working because he was taking pictures. Then he went to what other country did they just recently went somewhere, but that's like I think it was Colombia or something, which I was like, that's where they got all the brothels at. Like it seemed like every time they take a trip, he goes somewhere. I know. And that's the problem. They try to pick over shit that they want to listen to and talk about. They don't talk about everything that's really, really going on. They like to skip over stuff. Just like she asked him the question, well, what made you think you had to go to Africa by yourself? How you know I didn't want to go? Hmm. How you know I didn't want to go? Like, who takes a vacation away from their family and kids? Like, that is weird. That is weird as hell to me. I would be all in his business. See, she believes Marceau. But now she's getting the drama that everybody else gets. And that is, since she brought up this stupid theory about, oh, I was sick before and I ended up being pregnant, and I've been feeling sick. So I took a pregnancy test. Girl, I hope somebody tell her. I'm not saying can't nobody get pregnant because your husband had a vasectomy, but it will not be almost 4 years later. It will be most likely within that first year of him having a vasectomy that you might end up pregnant. But girl, don't bring it up 3, 4 years later talking about you might think you pregnant. You playing games. And the only good thing that came out of that was Marceau was like, is this what you, is this how your mind is when I say certain things to you? Because, oh my God, I am sorry. I don't believe this. This has really got me shook. And I'm like, man, yeah, I'm glad she came to you like that. Because now you're trying to make it seem like she's a cheater. Her mama done called you a cheater since season one. And all teacher kept saying, I don't believe that. He'll put other people in his stories and make seem like he was with them, like he put Chris in that story. Oh, I was with Chris. No, you was with Chris for maybe like a hour, 2 hours the most. Do you think that Luke and Laura will ever? Girl, I seen. You know what? I was at. That's funny as hell that you even asked that question. They not. Girl, they on General Hospital, and I don't like it. I haven't seen Luke, but I seen Laura. That would be nice if they would do that. Cause hunt, that was my crop. That was my couple right there. That was my couple. Luke and Laura, and then it was what's their name? I can't even think of their name. It's the black couple. I can't think of his name. I used to love them on All My Children. That was my favorite couple on there. But these people, they broke as hell. Marceau need on a bra because I'm tired of his titties hanging. That's just my thought and my that's how I feel. But I laughed my ass off when Mel told him I'd have had 4 babies by this man and I ain't never had an orgasm. Now y'all know that's girl, no, you don't. That's funny. But she ain't never taking Martell back. They'll never get back together ever. I can almost guarantee my life on it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna tell you exactly why they'll never ever get back together. One, the first thing is, excuse me, he has made that baby outside of their marriage. He never stopped sleeping with that girl during their marriage and after their marriage. And he has been sleeping with a bunch of other women. And Mel already knew about the other women he was cheating with too. So she's definitely never taken him back. Martell has tried to put out revenge pee on this woman. That shit is starting to circulate with that damn coleslaw and the blogger putting out all that information about her personal business and Martell and her personal business trying to make it seem like it's another man. Melly will never take him back. That's the devil to her. Just like that other content creator is a demon to her. And I understand where she's coming from because you playing in people's face and you using people and you taking advantage of people when she's trying to do stuff for a good cause. People hate Melody because they don't see her break, they don't see her bend, they don't see her cry like crazy, they don't see her go after Martell. She ain't going after Martell because she'll give a shit about Martell. If she wanted Martell, Mel could have him. But she don't want him. She left him. People need to realize she left him. He didn't leave her. And then he likes to always tell people how he made Mel. He didn't make Mel. He did not make Mel. Mel was self-made. He tried to say got her in the church. Mel has been church all her life because her mother was the first wife. So that's a lie. Mel sang in the choir. Martell did not. Martell wants to take credit for anything somebody else has done. Mel built them companies, helped him build them companies. He rode on her back because she had all the contacts. She did all the paperwork. She did all the when they had organizations, when they had anything they had, Mel did it. Martell didn't do it. She let him stand there and look good. She got him a nice suit, got his teeth fixed, got him to shave his hair off, got him to clean up, get his muscles right, and look presentable. That was her arm candy. Because Mel was the queen from the door. It wasn't. Martell has never been a king. He is a peasant. He's with the peasant he belongs with. It's just the way it is. But okay. So let me go back to this because I don't ramble. They let Kiki, Miss Nell told Kiki she could come. First, she should have had a conversation with the rest of the cast to me, since they were all having issues. I know it wasn't gonna be an issue for Mel. I don't know about anybody else, but she should have had a meeting with them first before she told Kiki she could come. Because I knew it was gonna be an issue. Because again, Tisha and them and her husband are so trifling and ignorant and disrespectful, they keep trying to make it seem like Kiki's popping pills now. She's not doing none of that. Y'all want people to think that's what she's doing. Yes, she has stayed in a lot of trouble on YouTube streets in the last 2 weeks. Yes, she has. She has told different stories on different platforms. I think she used some people on purpose so that when they see the show, what she told them, it don't happen. That's what I thought. And that's what I think. Um, Let me see. Who else? Like I said, I like the experiment that the doctor had Maurice and Kimmy do so they could reconnect and learn to be. It don't have to like he just think about sex. He's just thinking about humping on her. He's not thinking about the intimacy part about it. He's not thinking about kissing and hugging and loving and massaging. He's not thinking about none of that. All he wants to put is put his little pecker in her box. That's all he want to do. He don't care about the rev up. That's when you know you're a boy, because that's all you worried about is getting in it right then and there. That's not what that is about. And you're supposed to love this lady. And Maurice did an interview with when he did the interviews with Carlos and talking about how he said I'm proud of her and it was amazing how she just rolled over and just took it and she took it one for the team. Like that was sick to me. And to me, you can apologize to Kimmy all you want right now, but that's exactly what you meant at that moment. Just like you said to Maurice, your brother, about she wanted a truck with a sunroof so her hair could blow in the wind. But I told her, babe, you ain't got no hair, and laughed. That shit wasn't funny. See, he cracked jokes on his wife, just like he let them call her a side piece all the time. That's why I believe she was originally a side piece as well. Because Martell started saying it, and every time somebody call her say she was a side piece, she be telling them to stop. But Maurice never corrects him. Stop saying Kimmy's a side piece. She was never a side piece. He has never uttered those words. That's why I believe she was a side piece. And then they say you waited a long time for him to marry you too. You older than him, and you let him embarrass you on national TV. And I know your mom is really embarrassed because I know daggone well your mama raised you better than that. And I'm talking about Kimmy. Stormy is her mother. She's gonna be who she is. She make me laugh sometimes because she ignorant on a lot of shit. But I be understanding Stormy sometimes because it's like, yo, you get on my nerves. Like, stop playing in my face. Don't do that. It take her Stormy a little longer to add it up in her mind before she spaz out sometimes. And that's her problem. She need to take a breather and listen what they said. Like I say, people need to stop listening to people to respond. You need to learn to listen, to pay attention, to understand what somebody is telling you. Don't, because a lot of people like to say, okay, if I say ask you a question before I get halfway through the question, you're responding to me. Let me finish my question or let me finish my sentence. People don't like to listen. They just want to respond or react to make themselves feel better than the other person. And it's you're gonna make yourself look stupid because it's a waste of time. And anybody come in the building, I'd appreciate if you hit the like button. A sister would appreciate it. But I know I can't do like everybody else do. That's probably another reason why people laugh at me with my Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because I see the show, I envision the show, and I feel like I'm there. But I don't feel like I have to read every line, or if I'm part of the script, I'm not going to read every line. I can't do it like that because that sounds like it's repetitive. If everybody's repeating it the same exact way, it's repetitive. and I don't want to be repetitive all the time. Certain words that I love to be repetitive about is crown on. That's for sure. That's for sure. That's definitely one. And most of them are cuss words, so I ain't gonna do that. And sometimes I apologize. But this episode was a decent episode. I love the little pool scene, but I'm still trying to figure out why nobody else got in the pool but Mel. The pool, hot tub, whatever they wanted to call it, because it looked like a pool. Must have been a heated pool. But everybody up there sitting up there trying to be cute. Get your ass in the water. When y'all out there with the guys, y'all be in that water. Why y'all couldn't get every time they went away somewhere and they had water, a pool to get in, they all got in with the guys. Mel be inside somewhere or not there. But when Mel there, y'all can't get in the water with her. What's the problem? I want Tisha to take that outfit off because her stomach has not went down. So I need her to don't wear nothing with her stomach hanging out. It was, and it looked so relaxing, and I can't wait. I said, I know Mel was having a ball because Mel was like, okay, y'all can lay there and y'all can sit there and talk all y'all want, but I'm about to enjoy this water. I can't even swim, but if I was there, I would have been in that water. You hear me? That would have made my body feel so good. I know she slept like a baby that night.
Mel go in the corner, fall asleep anyway. she like my daughter-in-law. Oh God, here we go with this crap. Go away.
Go away, phone. Stop ringing. But I just don't really understand them. If you don't like her, why be around her? Why leave the show? If you don't like Mel, leave the show. It's her show. Like, y'all don't have to be there. Y'all be there. You know why y'all there, Scott's? Because all y'all need a check. I don't care about Maurice talking about he passed the bar. You don't have. Yeah, I had to fix it. Every time somebody called my phone, it make my mic go out, and it pisses me back. It pisses me off. So I was fussing when it went out. But Maurice talking about he a lawyer. He don't have a lawyer number. And then some people was doing some digging and they found out the reason why he don't have a lawyer number is because he went to a school. He took his license, he took the board and he passed it, but he went to a non-credited school. So I guess he has to go back to school now and start from the beginning. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know. But that's what the word on the street is. Because they looked it up and they showed. And any other lawyer you see, they have their number attached to their name when you look them up. Yes, Melody came up with that concept of that show. She started that show. That was Melody. That's Melody's baby. That's why she's an executive producer. She just sold it over to Carlos King for him to do all the, bells and whistles and stuff. So yes, she's a cast member and an executive producer. So that's why I said they dogged her out for 5 seasons. 5 seasons. And it's her show. And now y'all talking about acting like y'all don't owe her nothing. But she gave you a come up. She let her and Martell sold y'all that company, Scolt. She sold that to y'all and y'all destroyed it. Y'all all have a place on that show. Every last one of y'all. And y'all getting paid for it. Why? Because of Dr. Queen Melody Cherie Rogers. That's why. Y'all keep saying she ain't never did nothing for y'all. If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have a job right now. What other job do you have outside of this show? Ain't nobody never seen Kimmy go to work. And I'm going to say this. And whenever I ever find out it's true, that it was really true, I could jump right back on this platform, put my face on here and apologize for saying this. But I'm sorry. I feel this way. This is my personal opinion. It's not opinion of nobody on this in my chat. Some part of me believes that Kimmy did not have breast cancer. I say that because if you want to have a storyline, that would have been the best storyline. You want people to love you, understand you, respect you, and see how you walk through that challenge. But you can't sit on TV and tell me you went through 22 rounds of chemo and something such amount of radiation. Nobody's seen none of that. You're supposed to be here to share your life, not make up a life, a pretend life to play on TV. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to show your life. And if you went through all of that, that's a lot on the body. And then you let Maurice jump on top of you. What is wrong with you, lady? And you in your 50s and he in his 40s, lady, you crazy as hell. I would ain't no way in the world never. That man would have had to find a hole to go hump. You hear me? And it wouldn't have been no part of me. If you had to go through all of that, your body went through all that toxic medicine in your body to try to kill off other things. And you have to lay up. I'm telling you, that's how I believe. That's what I believe. I believe she might have had some type of health scare or something. That's why she got that scar there. But for all that she went, my mother, my second mother, because she's my first cousin, she had breast cancer. So I know what she went through. Then she had to have her breast removed. So I know how that is. I know what it does to your family. I know what it does to your body. I know what people go through. I know everybody deals with it differently. But no, they were there for a party. They weren't her. You didn't really see her family there. You seen them Scott people there. You didn't see her mother and father and none of them there. They only talk about that on this show. She really talked about it offline. She didn't promote nothing for breast cancer awareness. She didn't do none of that stuff that most people that struggle and fight through breast cancer or any kind of cancer, you know how people be thanking God, be on their knees, be in tears, thanking God that they are healed. I ain't never seen Kimmy do not one of them things. Never. Even when she talked about having it, she never cried. When she supposed to have cut all her hair off, she never cried. That's a story you should share with the people, not just a little snippet of what you saying happened to you. That's a journey. She could be right up there, and I mean this wholeheartedly. She could be right up there. She'll be a good cast member up there next to Mel. Not saying that's the money part, but the fact that the respect and the sympathy and empathy for her could be the same way. Because if you shared that part of your life with the people, your followers, the people that watch the show, you would have so many people understand you better. I don't know if it's fake. I'm saying, but that's what I think it was. Because if you watch how she talked about it and how quick they just skipped all past the breast cancer, they bring it up every once in a while. I can't understand that. That's why in my heart of hearts, I don't believe that story. I don't. I don't believe that story. I don't believe it. But like I said, if I ever seen information or seen anything or whatever, I would be the first one to jump back on my channel and say her name in full and tell her I apologize. And I would send it to her myself. And I was like, I don't understand it. And then for him to always just talk about sex. He never talked about how she dealt with it, what it was like for him to have to be there and hold her. He didn't talk about none of that. He talked about having sex with his wife when she was supposed to be suffering through cancer. That's why I don't believe it. I just don't. And God bless her if she did and she made it through. Thank God for that if she had it and made it through. But every time they mess with Mel, every time anybody on that cast mess with Mel, God bring wrath on their ass. Every time. That's why every time they start picking with Mel, something bad happened to them. All of them. All of them. Only people that haven't done anything bad that we've seen them so far is the Fletchers. The only bad thing they've done is stick her with Martell with them exercises. That's the only bad thing because they said they are still friends with both of them. So I respect that. But other than that, I don't trust none of them. Teacher talking about they always talking about they doing this for the community. They want to do that for what community? Because y'all not doing nothing for the community. They said they don't even know you people. Hey, Sparkle. How are you, sis? They don't do nothing for them damn community. Mel does. Mel just did a big giveaway. She did a giveaway online. They went out and gave out giveaway stuff for I think she did her giveaway for Christmas. Mel does so much for the community, and they don't do nothing. Just like their Black Expo. I need people to contact somebody they know in that community and ask them did they get anything out of that. I bet you they didn't. Then they charged them people that came in afterwards. Please. Get out of here. They did not. Mm-mm. They ain't did nothing. Ain't did a damn thing. But lie. Like they been doing. Lying. Because they ain't got nothing else better to do. You behaving, Sparkle? Or maybe I have to come over there and beat you. I need to make sure you behaving over there. But yeah, I have an issue with that story. Nobody else may not have no issue with it. I do. Because of the things that he is doing and has been doing all this time since she's supposed to be suffering through that, and you making jokes and shit about it, I don't see how anybody could take that serious. Um, and he talking about he has to have sex. You don't have to have sex. You have a problem, boy. You have a little problem, little boy. If you think you need sex. You may want it. You don't need it. You need to respect your wife. You need to apologize to your wife. You need to apologize on live TV to her family. Because y'all a bunch of fake and frauds. Sex addiction, absolutely. He think no, but his problem is he thinks somebody's supposed to have sex 3, 4, 5 times a day. Man, that means you ain't got no damn job. Who the hell can have sex that many times a day? Only people can do that is people ain't got no job. Can't nobody have no sex 3, 4, 5 times a day. You got a problem. You got a problem. And you should be able to handle it and be a man about it. If your wife is battling a health crisis, like that's what I'm saying. That's why I keep saying I just don't. Just something with it. I don't believe. It's just something about it. I don't believe. And I kept saying she started saying libido so much. I was like, did you just learn a new word, Kimmy? Because libido, you keep saying everything they say. And then I have an issue because I don't like Kimmy anymore. I used to love Kimmy. I thought Kimmy was cool, but Kimmy suckered me. You got me, girl. I'll give you that. Because I thought Kimmy was a girl's girl. Kimmy is not a girl's girl. She think Martell is the best thing since sliced bread. He's a good man. He's a good father. Bitch, no, he not. No, he not. He can't even support his kids. He got 5 kids. He can't support them kids. He need that show to support them kids. That's why Mel don't want nothing from him. Because he can't do it. She know he ain't capable of doing it. That little corny kid suit line he tried to make, who was buying that? Yep. Put a 1 in the chat if you know a man that would buy a double-breasted short set. A grown man now. I ain't talking about a child. Because y'all know you got kids. That's what your kids will wear to church on Easter Sunday. I ain't never seen a grown man in a double-breasted jacket, suit, short set in my life. I seen babies in them. I ain't never seen a grown man. I seen Martell. I've only seen Martell in one. Ain't a grown ass man wearing that shit. Okay, that was a flop. That Inez wine, he can't use that. Also, that's just a Sutter Homes wine. It's the sweet and dark wine. That's what that is. It's from Sutter Homes. He couldn't use the word Inez because that's already somebody already has that name. That's why he can't sell that wine no more. He still don't have no builder's license because he flunked the test 4 times, and it's an open book test. So I'm just saying. See, you did Mel so dirty, but it was her. Tipping to the trash can. Out, sis. He comes late on Mondays. Love your chat. Later. Love you too, girl. I'm getting ready to end this live because I've been on here for a minute, for an hour, and that's long enough for me. Anybody that comes through, please hit the like button when you exit on your way out. My people catching on the replay, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I hope that you all have a blessed and beautiful evening. Don't let nobody disturb your peace. Love up on yourself. Talk to your children. I don't care if they're kids or adults. Talk to them and explain to them how life really is. Because some kids are living in a fantasy, and I need people to talk to their teenage young kids because their kids are running amok out here and they need some guidance. And they need their parents to be their parents and not their friends. Like I told my son, I was never his friend until he was a grown man, lived on his own, and paid his own bills. We are friends now. So I want to leave you with these 2 special things that I actually enjoy. And when I first saw it, it gave me butterflies. I hope y'all enjoy it. So hold on. I'll pay my exit on the way out. Y'all have a blessed day.
I don't know who this message just found, but baby, I need to tell you that situation needed to end because something better is on its way. Woo! Now you know I'm a psychic. I'm a healer. And I was called to tell you. I feel your hurt. I feel your sorrow. I can see in my mind's eye how you were neglected, how you were rejected, how you were betrayed. But I was called to tell you it had to end. And I want you to understand that you deserve better. And better is now on its way. Now it's time for you to release all of that energy, okay? All the energy that situation called, release it. Forgive them. Forgive yourself. So you can be open to receive this beautiful blessing that's on its way to you right now. I send you love, baby.
I spent so many nights sleeping on me, but I finally realized I'm all that I need. I'm that girl, been that chick, never needed no one else. I've been that bitch, plenty on my line, a couple on the side.